Some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Now a first down throw. It's Smith. Escaping the pressure right. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. And the Giants are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. He got out of the pocket there, was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling, his receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
Takes it to about the 37.
He's brought down at the 37-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
An entertaining start to this one. More to come. Ready to roll for the second quarter from MetLife Stadium. The Giants with the football as they've got it 2nd and 7. Here's Purdy. And he will go down. A Cowboy sack. Nolan Smith. That is one that he will remember. His first career sack in his first career game in the National Football League. The offense on 3rd down tonight, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 15. Purdy looking to throw. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
At the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Pass incomplete.
I can assure you, setting up a screen is much more difficult than it appears. It requires excellent timing from everyone on the offense, and a defense's #1 goal is to throw that timing off.
Back to the air, Smith on 2nd down. Throwing left side, it's complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Give him 30 yards there. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. They'll run with Mitchell. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
Definitely an important sequence here for this defense. They've had their share of struggles in this first half. They just cannot afford to give up another touchdown here.
Here's Smith now on 2nd down. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And the Giants are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and if finally kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half.
Playing against him today.
Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Jake Camarda sent on now to punt this away.
Way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. Give running right is Mitchell. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. And he's going to take it down to about the 35 here. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
3rd and 2, Smith. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2. This offense in midseason form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line.
To me, there's nothing like watching rookie effort in the NFL. So excited to be there. They're going to give you the max on each and every play, aren't they?
Well, he proved himself on that catch, that's for sure.
I think he may have proved himself to the point where he's going to get a second here.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. From the gun, a give to Mitchell. Trying to get out wide, but he's going to be tackled right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield. But when push came to shove, they stood their ground, and now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. Well, now they'll try the end around. And he'll be brought down well short of the first at about the 9-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Even though positive yardage was gained on that play, I think the defense has to be happy. Obviously, they were prepared for some trick plays coming into the game, and they looked very aware that those could happen on any given down.
So on 4th down, out is Brandon Aubrey for the Cowboy field goal. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And he'll try and throw here on the fake. The fake field goal catches everyone by surprise. And the Cowboys are able to add on to their first half lead. Aubrey now for the point after. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Giants 7.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated. Well, how about the big guy there showing some agility? He just flowed from his D-tackle position in order to make that play.
Here is 3rd and 5. Purdy. He's going to drop this down to McCaffrey. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. They'll run for it. McCaffrey. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. Now Geno on 1st down. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Smith, an incomplete pass on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Geno. He'll find Schwartz complete right side. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this 1st half. The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down. Now Geno. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Smith will stay out there. The offense is going to go here on 4th down. Here we go on 4th. Smith. He'll air this one out for Mims. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And the Giants are going to get the football back. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out.
And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Picked up by Marco Wilson. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this 1st half. 1st half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Giants 7.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
Set to kick off.
We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the 2nd half. Well, certainly not what they wanted out of the locker room here, as they'll start defensively at the 40-yard line. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Running left, here's Mitchell. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved. Right back to Mitchell on 2nd down. And only a couple there as he'll take this up to the 47.
Well, they're hoping that the 2nd half is better for him than the 1st half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
This now a 3rd and 4. Geno now to throw. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
Smith, an incomplete pass on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 10. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Anthony Schwartz with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Cowboys have taken a 5-touchdown lead. Aubrey good with a PAT. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Giants 7.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. The returner, Trey Tucker, going to bring this one out. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 118 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the season opener. Back to the ground on 1st, it's McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
3rd down and 4.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st. On 3rd down, it's Purdy. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Here we go with McCaffrey. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And it'll be a turnover on downs. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. Shifts by him. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 11 yards and a Cowboy 1st down.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. And now they're in the hurry-up.
A 10-yard loss on the play.
Now a play fake, and it's Smith. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Smith. He's going to... And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he's not even going to get back to the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Boy, and now they can't even get a play off.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Boy, not deterred from those first two failed attempts. They're going to go a third time here on 4th down.
They'll go for it. Here's Purdy.
Oh, hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And, boy, possession here turns over with a football already being in the red zone.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Off of play action, here's Smith. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
2 yards still to go. 3rd down now.
Now it's Smith.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
Touchdown!
Marvin Mims
making quite a splash with his 2nd touchdown in his NFL debut.
And the Cowboys will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. The extra point up and good by Aubrey.
And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. Welcome back now here in East Rutherford. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Another run with McCaffrey on 2nd down. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 1 yard is the loss. They back up even further to a 3rd and 15. A tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's to McCaffrey, complete. And he will be marked down short of the first as they get to him at the 29. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he is caught. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Here's Purdy. That's going to be caught. It's Jacoby Myers. Down the left sideline. Touchdown, Giants. Jacoby Myers, 51 yards. And the Giants get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. And oh, it's no good on the PAT, so they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. Oh, were the Giants able to recover? Yes. So the onside kick is recovered. And, you know, I always thought, Charles, as someone who didn't play these positions, that going over the middle as a receiver or trying to recover an onside kick, those are 2 very tough things to do.
It takes a lot of fortitude to put yourself in that position, but you have to do it in order to help your team win.
Unable to recover it, it costs them. The kicking team gets the football here. Purdy off the play fake. Got a man right side. It's McCaffrey. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down. A nice, safe throw and a good one.
Now whistles here and a flag down. I think a Giant jumped early. And a manageable 3rd down becomes a lot less manageable. 3rd and 7 after the false start. They go play action here. Purdy. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A pickup of 27, and they pick up the 1st down in the process. A give running left, it's McCaffrey. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Well, obviously, they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead, now they're dealing with 2nd and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now.
Yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
The Giants on 3rd down. Not getting the job done at all. A very poor 1 for 10. This is 3rd and 7. From the shotgun to McCaffrey.
What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run.
10 yards, good for a Giant 1st down. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. This is McCaffrey on the give. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score.
Purdy looking to throw.
And now here's another interception.
Picked off by Quan Martin.
Takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown.
Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense, and certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back for the score.
Partner hoping they're holding a nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this rip of interceptions and great plays this group has made. They've been on it from snap one.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week one because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. These fans just kind of beside themselves right now.
First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a 1st down. Up the gut, McCaffrey.
And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's 2nd down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line.
McCaffrey running up the middle, and they get him behind the line, so that short gain on 1st down quickly negated. They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
But they're certainly not neglecting their run duties as well as they ate up the blockers in front and allowed the secondary to get home.
Third down, here's McCaffrey. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have the Giants first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive.
Now a timeout called for by the offense, as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey.
Oh, and that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line.
Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. A handoff left, McCaffrey. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down. This is a very impressive drive, especially when you consider where they started from to now be set up 1st and goal.
Yeah, and some nice running right there. That's what got him the first down. But at this point,
and somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
But this opening game has certainly not gone their way to this point, but, yeah, that touchdown, maybe a glimmer of hope for the long season ahead.
And no one in this league likes to talk about moral victories. No one likes to really just say, okay, well, maybe something went right. But you're exactly right about that. A little glimmer there. Maybe they can carry it over moving forward.
The Giant offense going to stay on the field as they'll go for 2. McCaffrey, he'll try to run it in. Well, he will find the end zone again. So he gets the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. And that'll cut this deficit down a little bit further.
Jake Elliott set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And this has been quite a performance to kick off the new year on the road, no less, as they try to finish things off here in the 4th quarter.
And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end.
Well, this was not just the opener of a brand new season, but this was a division game here in week 1. And to come through with a 1-0 start against a division opponent gives you a little something extra heading forward for the rest of the season.
Yeah, let's pile it all into one game, right? Opening the season, and you